Hey guys, it's KB777 here. I'm just doing a little rune crafting in the new Runespan update. So I actually pre-recorded this, and then I'm actually doing a voiceover right now. So this is the new Runespan update. As you can see, I'm kind of going through the tutorial here. This is kind of the lowest level. There's 3 levels: the low level, mid level, and high level. Each 3 have their own kind of characteristics, and this one's kind of more of like an earth feature landscape by the looks of it. Right now I'm siphoning some air runes off an air S-ling, and basically what I did was I collected the rune essence from the floating pile there, and it's just called floating essence to start off, and then you start collecting. Chip off, basically it uses some of your runes, as you can see right there, to it used, I think I went from 14 to 7 air runes, and I got back a bunch of rune S, so it basically replenishes some of your rune S supply so you can continue rune crafting. Now I'm switching over to a different, I guess, creature, and let's see here. Just going through the tutorial here, as you can read down at the bottom. You can always pause the clip or whatever to go back to see what he says, but it's the basic stuff. It's really not too difficult once you start playing. It's telling me to use one of the jump portals. So this is the transportation to go from island to island. As you can see, it's going to cost different types of runes to get from island to island, and look, we have a wizard in yellow robes. I'm talking to him. So this is one of the I guess distraction and diversion kind of things that you can do during Runespan. If you give him the correct runes, he gives you a bunch of EXP. Not too difficult, although I imagine finding him later on is going to be a bit of a challenge. So we'll definitely see about that. But let's see. Yep, as you can see, that's the lower level, and the top one is your current point total. The middle one's your kind of the points currently held in your inventory, and the last third one from the top is kind of what floor you're on. And the fourth one that just now appeared is the rune. Lets you know that the rune sphere has been activated. As you can see, I'm level 82 rune crafting right now, and I'm getting, I mean, I would assume the EXP gets better because I'm only doing air stuff right now. But let's see. So yeah, it looks like these different portals, like this one requires, oh wow, yep, you can't even use them because they're in the tutorial mode right now. Besides the fact that I don't have the runes, because that one requires like a water rune, something like that. Let's go back to the main island to find the rune sphere. So yeah, it looks like that little orb in the corner over there. Yep. Actually, at this point, I don't think I realized what we were supposed to do, so I was just trying to get some more stuff. And I was like, oh, maybe it's the flashing thing in the frickin' corner. One thing to note is, I learned this later on, is once you kill them, you actually gain back a lot of Runes. So as you can see here, yep, I just went from 102 to 152, so I gained back 50 rune essence. So this is the rune sphere. Right now it's on the lowest air, just for the tutorial phase. So you only get, I think I get like 10 dust or whatever. It's very similar to the mining star, that where it has a bunch of different phases, and it kind of breaks down, and you get less EXP per phase. So right now, yeah, I got 11, and then I'm gonna go cash it in once you do that, and I got like no EXP for it. Unfortunately, it was pretty lame, but so just walking through the end of the tutorial here, I think. And interesting, so the way the points work is different runes give different points, obviously. Like air runes don't give as much points as blood runes. Just because blood runes are obviously harder to get, and the fail rate is a little bit higher, obviously, and it also depends on your rune crafting level. So each rune gives a certain amount of points. Usually, blood's about 3, and it could take. I don't actually remember air, but I think air is probably like a couple, maybe like 5 or so. To get 1 point. So this is the actual, I guess it's more of I see it more of a mini game, but I mean, I guess it's a method of training. So this is the first level. I decided to go the first level, just to test it out at the lowest, and also it looks like you get like a bunch of different songs, so it's probably a good idea to at least go on all of the levels. So right now I'm looking around, kind of figuring out, what kind of creatures there are. Obviously there's little S-lings, and then there's the cyclone kind of elemental, I don't know, wind. They look kind of like tornadoes, but yeah. So it looks like I have a few different runes now. Got some air, earth. They look a lot different. Well, not a lot, but definitely different than the normal runes, which is very interesting. I think they just did that so you could tell the difference. The rune S, though, I think looks fairly similar, at least color-wise. The shape's a little distorted, but looks like right now I have a good supply of air. What's that? Those are mind runes, the star ones. The little brown wave is earth, and then I have the blue water, obviously. And then those new ones I just picked up are body, and then under that is nature. I paused the clip, and I'm on the second level now. So this is so the first one's more green grass, and it's kind of more natural, and this one's more, it seems more outer worldly, because you have the strange color combination of, you have your pink, purple, and cyanish colors. Definitely interesting. So the way I got up here was actually, if you can see, to my left of my character, there's a little vine thing coming out of the ground. So I basically took a vine ladder up to the second level. And so this is kind of the second level scheme. As you can see, there's still S-slings and the cyclone tornado things, but now there's also these wolves. They're called S-hounds. So they're mainly the mid-level runes. So like chaos, nature, astral, law. Those are definitely some of them. So it's good to see that there's definitely you can still get the elemental runes up here, but you can also get, you know, higher level runes. So obviously it makes sense that the higher level platform gives you better EXP and it's a little bit harder. My general tactic here in the beginning was just to kind of test it out, but if you're starting the game, you definitely want to gather a bunch of different runes, because going from platform to platform requires a different combination, and you don't want to get stuck on a platform. If you saw right there, that's one of the, there's different emotes kind of things, or I guess displays from one port to another. That was kind of a bird thing that kind of laid down a path. That's pretty cool. I'm not playing on the highest graphics, just because I'd rather play with no lag. So, but I mean, it looks fairly good. So yeah. Let's see what else is there. As you can see, the nature ones give 40 EXP, and something like the airs ones were giving less than 20. So definitely the EXP goes up depending on which one you're doing. As you can notice that sometimes I'll get nothing, and sometimes I'll get like 1 or 2 EXP. So you kind of have like a fail rate. So depending on, I think you're just a rune crafting level. And actually, here's the map. Well, I see it. Those are the 3 different areas. I don't like how it's kind of interactive, like the regular RuneScape map. It'd be really cool if the map was kind of like dungeoneering, because you just kind of want to see where you are. You don't need a full RuneScape interactive map in here. But anyway, so I definitely recommend getting a bunch of different. Here we go, and this is one of the, I guess, different methods of travel across the platforms. Sometimes you turn into a ball of fire, a spinning disc, but that's definitely one of the more cooler ones. Right now I'm just going between the platforms, just kind of checking out what's the different areas. Definitely an interesting landscape. Definitely try it out. There's fleshy thingies that one has just died. I'm kind of curious to see what the third platform looks like. So just checking the map again. All in all, I mean, it definitely looks like it has the potential of being a really good runecraft method. Definitely more relaxing, I guess is the best word, than the normal runecraft method. I'm kind of curious to see how the market's going to play with less people actually creating runes, because Jagex said that they try not to affect the market, or at least the update wouldn't affect the market. But I think, I mean, kind of hard not to. one key thing is that the current points you have in your inventory, once you leave, all your runes are converted into points that you can spend at the shop. And then you have to kind of start over again. So it's definitely an advantage to kind of stay in here and camp it. Obviously, I don't know what the best stuff. Ooh, a shifter. That green blobby sphere thing. Gonna test out that EXP, but it's definitely worth staying in here and kind of camping, I guess. That way you don't have to start over. Oh wow, 87 EXP. As you can see, I'm not getting it too often, but it just disappeared. It's a shame, but definitely good EXP there. It doesn't look like I have the correct runes. I have some natures. For that one, it looks like I need a law, so definitely looks like I have to do go to some other platforms to kind of find my way across, because you can't siphon across platforms, which is definitely interesting. I guess I kind of like that. As of right now, since I'm 82 runecrafting this level, I don't think there's any. I'm pretty sure I can do all the things on this level. So this is fairly easy to traverse around. But no rune sphere yet, so I'm kind of wondering how often that is. I think it sounds like it's from what I hear very similar to the star in that regard too, that it might appear every 2 hours or so or something like that, whereas the wizards are kind of every 10 to 15 minutes. Just getting some more nature EXP. Let's see here. I'm trying to find my way to the other platforms to see if I can, because if you saw that bone staircase up there, that's definitely a way to get up to the 3rd level. Obviously, since I'm doing a voiceover, I can give you a little bit more kind of hints and tips and tricks to this that I found. I kind of wanted to just start off with a good kind of general background base of the update, to kind of just give you a sense of, what you kind of need to do or what it was about. But the best EXP that I found during my level is definitely the nodes. So currently, in this video on level 82, I've already progressed to level 86 with just quite a few hours worth of work, but as I said, it's not very hard. As you can see, I just destroyed a chaotic cloud. Some of these nodes are generally the nodes. The monsters don't give multiple runes, but the nodes could potentially give you 2 types of runes. Like those fire ones right there give you actually air and fire. Not at the same time, it kind of like alternates between the two. Definitely interesting. But I've found, and I mean no one really knows yet, because there's no definite strategy, and that JX has also changed quite a lot of things in the game so far. I know there's been several updates to the gameplay in terms of the nodes spawning and when things spawn and how much of it spawned. And it just turned into a puffy little cloud and just went back again as the same cloud. But as far as the overall update, I really enjoy it. So I mean, definitely go give it a try. I know a lot of people hate rune crafting, but this I found pretty bearable, for the most part. So let's see here. Get some more nature runes. It looks like definitely. And so the ladder up. Well, you just saw it, but the bone-looking thing up there, in kind of the top left-hand cornerish of the screen, um, uh, is the way up to the third floor. I called them, I guess, levels before, but I guess they're more like floors in a way. But again, some more astral rooms. See, so that firestorm right there, that gives both fires and waters, but randomized. So sometimes you'll get a fire, sometimes you'll get an air. Just pretty nice, I guess. Kind of balance out your runes. So, let's see. It looks like I have quite a few points in my pack. I don't know if I go into the rewards. If I think I leave and check out the rewards, but basically it looks like you can get basically the full Wicked outfit, which basically just gives you more free essence per day and stuff, basically improving your Wicked hood. So as the outfit looks pretty cool. You can color change it, and there's, I don't know, there's like probably like 15 different colors. So I mean, that looks pretty sweet. But so yeah, there's that, and then there's also a couple different staffs. I mean, I haven't really looked into it a whole lot. I know that the staffs can hold different spells and whatnot, and there's quite a few. There's quite a bit amount of points. I think I'm gonna focus on getting the armor and then the ranks. So there's called a Steam. And basically you buy ranks using the points you collect here, and same thing with the robes, and then also I forgot the pouch. You can get the I don't know what they call it. They've used all the words in the book with small, huge, large, massive, whatever. But it requires 90 rune crafting. You can hold 18s, which is pretty sweet. I heard it increases like CMI by like 30% or so. So, I mean, not only does this update improve rune crafting here, but I mean rune crafting in general, because you can get the pouch. As you can see, one of the guys just climbed up the bone ladder there on the left. But yeah, I thought it was kind of funny because Trim Comp Capers basically got screwed for this update, where they have to spend probably upwards of 100 plus hours getting rank 1 in this mini game. Not that it's too bad, but I mean, if you're already 99 everything, rune crafting is probably lower on your list, although I don't know, maybe it isn't. But yeah, that's definitely a fail boat for those people with trim completion escapes. But I mean, if you already spent 4 months of your life doing 5,000 Cast Wars games, I guess a couple more hours of this won't kill you. But I was like, oh man, people are gonna be raging, because basically the way I see it is the whole Esteem thing. As long as if it improved how you play the game, maybe, but it just looks like another kind of Trim Comp Cape basically requirement things that they're like, oh, let's just add another thing because more people are getting it, so try and keep it the same probably percentage of players that will have it as, and just give them something else to kind of work towards. So I guess it's not really a bad thing. It's just I thought it was funny. Yeah. So this is where they so I'm doing this stuff in this level, and all of them have like 50 rune crafting, and I'm like, I have 82, and they're like, dude, go upstairs. And I'm like, oh, okay, I was just like checking this out, but they were like, yo, just do it, and I was like, all right, whatever, I'll just go up. So we should, yep, go up in a sec. It's funny how they knew it was more EXP, but I don't know, because they can't get up there, I don't think, but maybe not. So yep, I'm on my way up to the 3rd floor, and right away I was like, wow, this is different. And as you can see, I unlocked was it 5 more music, so I mean that's always a plus. Not that I really listen to them, although I don't really know who does, but yeah, it's definitely a blood kind of death theme floor, with the obviously the blood red, and so this right there is a death S wraith. So there's death, blood, and soul S wraiths. They're basically the highest tier. So basically, it goes from S-lings to S-hounds to S-wraiths. So the one I'm on right now gives death runes. Right now, as you can see, there's a ton of vine nodes and water and fire on this main kind of island as you go up. So that's kind of nice. Once you come back, you can kind of stock up on a bunch of runes. There's a couple of flesh things in there. But as I was saying before, they've fiddled with the amount of nodes that have been spawning. So I guess, I don't know, by the time this video comes out, it'll probably be changed. So don't take my word for it. But yeah, so I'm just collecting some deaths here. And the configurations of the floors are fairly similar. There's big island. I guess you call them. I mean, I've heard them. I've heard people call them islands. I've heard different things. But it basically has the same configuration, but a little different in terms of the actual physical design. But it's all kind of scattered with different paths in between. The cool one, I don't know. I don't think the other ones have it, but in this one there's actually one kind of shortcut that goes like from one side to the other. But you need 95 or 90. I think it's one of the two. I think it's 95 to span it. But I would recommend for this one, you can do it with. I think I don't know the min level to really get up here, but it starts getting good. Obviously, once you can do the blood S race, you could do it with the death as well. But once you get to 83, the blood skulls and all the other types of scrolls, those are really good experience. So definitely camp those. But once you get 85, a lot of these shortcuts get unlocked at 85. So it makes finding wizards and other things like that much easier, because the general thing that I've found is you can basically, without 85, go all the way around the map on the outskirts. But once you head kind of towards the inner part of the map, most of the shortcuts turn into level 85. So you really can't. Well, in some cases you can't. You'd have to go all the way back and around in another way to basically get to where you're trying to go. because you don't have the level. So, and that's especially hard when you're trying to find the wizard and it's like one island over, but that one shortcut has 85 and you have to go 6 islands around and about, and by the time you get there he's teleported. So I mean, if you're lower than 85, I would definitely still recommend coming up here. Obviously I'm 82 in this video, and I've done some more training. I'm now at level 87 as I speak, so it's definitely keeping my interest. But yeah, 85 is definitely where it starts getting a lot better in terms of navigation and things like that. So definitely. So as you can tell, on the death ones give quite a good amount of points as well. I think they give 2.5 is what I kind of found, but don't quote me on that. But yeah, all in all, it's I think it's definitely a really good update to the game. Yeah, it made things easier, but at the same time, at least for me, because I tend to do a lot of other work while I'm playing the game sometimes, just because I have a busy life just like everyone else, and I can't always I'd like to play, but I also have to get stuff done. So it's nice to be able to kind of multitask and at least have the option. But definitely a lot of experience. As of right now, not in this video, but as of right now, I've gained. I switched my as you can see in my little EXP tracker. I have my bottom one at cooking. I switched that over to rune crafting. Probably about 150 to 200k EXP into this, and right now I have 1.4 mil rune crafting EXP on my little EXP counter, so that means I've gotten about 1.6 million rune crafting EXP from here, which is absolutely absurd, because before I had 2.5 total, and I don't even know how long that took me to get, but it was crazy. So yeah, I'm 150k it looked like from 83, potentially, or it might have been 84. I don't know if I've leveled. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you don't mind just giving the video a thumbs up, that's always awesome. Yeah, just again, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe if you want to see more stuff, and hopefully I'll come out with some new stuff soon. But as for now, take care.